My partner and I are on the road again, and we are in the Rockies, one of the most beautiful places, really. And we were both eager to hit the trail. We are transitioning now out of van life, so ready to land, so ready to have a nest and some sense of routine, along with our own abode. I find it so funny that, so many years I've had this van life dream and had it envisioned in a certain way, and our reality was so much different than that. And even though incredible things happen, the dream has changed. The dream has done a complete 180, and there's nothing more than we would like than to have a living room, an office, creative spaces, living spaces, space to live that's indoors as much as I'm an outdoors, and I'm a nature. I am a person of the nature. We so greatly are home time, please. We'll take the home. We actually are homebodies. Oh, lo and behold, we're both nesters. We need the nest. And we can still have as many adventures as works for us, with our van, which is really more of a weekend, shorter trip camping van, just given the space of it. Still have all the Delica, Mitsubishi Delica love and adoration as before, if not more so actually. But this series, the one the L, what do we have, an L400? It's tight. It's just, for 3 beings. We need more room. And I'm so pumped to have a home again, and also to be living most likely not in a city, perhaps a small, a town, but in my adulthood I haven't moved to a small town. I've spent time with family, and I grew up on a farm, but as an adult I've never chosen a small town, and I'm curious how we'll do, because there was a lot of reasons that I felt particularly drawn to live in Vancouver for as long as I did. A lot of cultural, artistic endeavors, like dancing, becoming proficient in some forms of dance, or perhaps intermediate at best. I never did a formal dance program, but there's so many dance studios that I was able to train as much as I could, especially my early first half of my 20s before I moved out of Vancouver, and then I moved back, but the pandemic hit. So that lust, I guess, to own my skills as a movement, martial, and also somatic artist. I think it's always there, but it's not as before I would have done everything and anything I can to be able to train, and now it's I have. There's always more to learn. There's always, but I have enough technique to express myself well enough most of the time to feel confident in that expression and ability. So in any case, perhaps there'll be a martial arts club or something that I could take in a smaller town, but it'll be different, so I think the quieter lifestyle still calls us. There's no doubt. We don't need to be in a huge bustling city with traffic and all of that hive, what is it, the hustle culture or whatever, being in the hustle, being in the grind. Being able to have a good balance between the village and the internal respite and reclusivity, which I do like. I am a role model hermit in human design, line 6-2, a projector, a splenic projector, who is a role model hermit. So if you find me aloof at times in my life, that's just a part of my design, at least at this juncture. It's not for anything other than internal processing and certain alignment that needs, is needed. And so I have a lot of love for a lot of people, but it's more so from the sidelines right now. And that's not fixed. I'm not saying I can't have close people in my life at this juncture, but everything has changed. Everything is changing right now. Like my chosen field, my vocation, the skill set that I'm choosing to own. I'm writing. It's been a year of writing many permission slips to just go for the unknown, go for the dreams, let the young, like almost innocent, naive, hopeful passion, let that make the choices, and it's a rough journey some of the time. Like you truly are trailblazing requires a machete for a reason. There's a lot of bushwhacking to do, and you get lost a lot, or you get lost at times, and then have to find, redirect yourself to true north. But then you also come to these incredible places that you would never see otherwise. And ultimately, the discovery process is so rich that it is worth the discomfort, even if in the middle of these massive storms you're like, what were we thinking? But yeah, I mean, I think I'm really curious to see what a different landscape, like living in the mountains, how that will affect my beingness. The correlation between like knowing more about my human design and making choices to honor that, and the changes in my life. There's one is feeding into the other, and mountains are supposed to be a pretty optimal geography for both my partner and I. So that's interesting to know. Like that could work well for both of us if we both have that shared geographic power place to live. So to the mountains we go. And yeah, I'm just living that dream, and trying to dream deeper within the dream, wake up more within the dream. When I'm in a dream, what else is there? What else have I has been so out of my awareness that I haven't even let it come in through the filters of my perceptions that I can expand, expanding our filters. So we let in more possibility than ever before. Yeah, lots of thoughts, and yeah, it's I guess I do really I like movement, and I like trying new things, and I am excited by the fact that we're just completely changing everything in our life. You know, like, I like the mystery. I like the unknown a lot of the time. I like being able to, transformation, I think. Transformation and transmutation enlivens me. It's what I'm here for. I'm here to change and grow and to plant those seeds for those that are interested or who want the same thing, who want to know, who want to be able to create those transformations and transmutate, sublimate the density in the stuff that's been clogging our systems or preventing us from knowing ourselves more fully and living more authentically. You know, that's the journey I've been on my whole life and will always continue to be. And so I guess, you know, peeling back the next layer, it's like, what else? What else is there? What else have I never really seen before or forgotten about and get to return to? Or those things which the foundation that I've set on some pathways and some trajectories, returning to them to deepen them and to become more skillful in them or more versed, steep in them, you know, to become a stronger tea of my own flower. That's right. We're both the flower and we can drink our tea. The tea of our flower. Yeah, well, that's probably a good place to sum it up and wrap it up. So, yeah, onwards and upwards. To greater journeys, or to, you know, to ever unfolding journeys. There's no hierarchies, no need for hierarchies of better or worse. It's just all of these experiences. I hope you can make the most of your world and your day and your week and your months ahead. It's a good year. It's a good year for completely new cycles. Take care.